purpose, you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, get ready. Mike 54.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 29, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, Charlie.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Ready. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, Haywood. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Now Breeze again. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They toss to Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Breeze. It's Hill, complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Breeze now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Snead's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, but he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and 10, it's Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
You kill.
The final shot before half for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No. Go. Mike, 57. You're good. Mike 4, ready.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. They've got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And just shutting him off there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. 5-8. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got you. Kill.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 22, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
2nd down and goal. Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints have taken the lead.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
53. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go. 57 to Mike. 59.
On the ground, Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 61 yards that time on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Pew. 57. Watch the screen. Pass. Lights 57. 57's mine.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jackson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Harris to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
0-2, 0-2. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, Alpha. Come on, boy.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Bravo. 57's the mic.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Murray. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Thirty-six. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, exit. Watch the backer. 57's the mic.
Back to throw, Breeze. This is caught by Gibb. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
Hey, easy. We go. Hey, alert 48. You're good. I4, ready.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. And at the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, it's Murray. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Murray. And some room to work. Latavius Murray. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us.